Okay, hello, good morning, or good afternoon to everyone out there. My name is Kendy, and I will be your teacher for the next 3 hours here on verbling.com. Today, for the first 2 hours, we will be talking about the different conditionals, making sentences, asking questions, answering questions. We will get a lot of practice with conversation based around this grammar topic. So it will be a grammar class, but it will also be a speaking conversation class. I am looking forward to it. I hope you are too. If you have a reservation or if you're a premium member, right now is the time to get into the class. This time is reserved for you. In just one moment, the class will open up to everyone with a ticket, and you can use your ticket to get in. In the first hour of this conditionals class, we will be talking about the 0, first, and second conditionals. What does that mean? It means that they are possible, things that are possible in our future. So we will go over lots and lots of examples for you guys. Make sure you have your headphones. These are very important. And when you enter the class, that we will be in a Google Hangout, and make sure you keep verbling.com closed. So I will give you a moment to get into the class. Don't be shy. Say hi. Yosra, hi. How are you? Okay, Yosra, I think your microphone is on mute. I can't hear you if you are speaking. So check your microphone. I know I saw some students signed up for this class. They had reservations, so now's the time to use them so you don't miss out on a class. Hi, Igor. How are you?
Yeah, hi.
How are you today?
Well. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you for asking. How was your weekend? How was the rest of your weekend?
Was very entertaining. I learned English all weekend.
Ooh, cool. What did you learn? Anything new that you didn't know before?
Most of the classes was like a conversation class based, so I
Nice.
talked.
So you got good practice.
Yeah, maybe not so good, but I mean, yeah, good, but maybe better.
Well,
What
sure
was your weekend? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was busy. I was working all weekend, so it was nice.
You worked here in Verbling?
Here, yes, and in another job.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thanks for asking. Hi, Alberto. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine. Not too bad.
Good. I think the microphone is, we can hear when you're breathing. It's pretty loud. It's okay. How was your weekend?
Fine. Weekend is always fine.
Oh, good. Did you do anything special? Anything extra fun?
No, not special, but it's raining here. It's difficult to go to the mountain or to the forest to walk, but well, I walk on the town.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, at least you're getting out of the house. That's good. Well, thanks for being here. It's nice to see you again.
Sorry?
Thank you for being here. It's nice to see you again.
Not at all. Thank you.
Okay. And Yosra, is your microphone working?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How about you?
Excellent. Thank you so much for asking. How was your weekend?
Actually, we are in the middle of the week here.
The middle of the week?
Yeah. It's Monday.
I know. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was okay, normal.
Normal?
Yeah, nothing new. Maybe we went. Nothing new. Maybe we hung out with some.
You and your friends hung out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for you.
All right, Alberto, I'm just going to mute you for a second. Your microphone's very, very loud, but when you want to say something, just speak up. Okay,
Kendy,
so yeah.
do you know what holiday today is in the United States?
I have no idea. Do you know?
How you can know? I don't believe you know.
Do you know what the holiday is?
Yeah, of course.
What's the holiday?
Memorial Day.
Yeah. Yeah, but
27 May.
Yep, but I'm not in the United States right now, so.
But you should celebrate this holiday.
Oh yeah? How should I celebrate?
I don't know. You are a native. You are a citizen of United States, so you should know how.
Do you know how Americans celebrate Memorial Day?
No, to be honest, no. I know only that today is Memorial Day and it's holiday. Americans, most of people do not work today.
Yeah.
Not all, but most.
Do you know what a Memorial Day celebrates in
Yes,
general?
it's about soldiers that fight it in wars and they died and they commemorate. Yeah, can we say commemorate?
Yeah, they were soldiers that fought, right? They fought in the war, and they're called veterans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so soldiers that were in the war and now they're veterans, and so now we remember them.
But commemorate, this is not word in English.
When you commemorate something, you remember someone or something with an object.
Oh, okay.
So this flag is to commemorate, this thing that happened, or this maybe this painting or this statue is to commemorate someone or something. And so, yeah, you can commemorate the veterans with, various things. Americans have a favorite tradition, or a lot of holidays, actually. Do you guys know how Americans celebrate this holiday and others?
I know 4th of July they go and do hamburgers outside of the house, or not hamburgers, but some foods. They on the fire, yeah. They put some.
Yeah, it's called barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue. Sorry.
Yeah, they have a barbecue. Alberto, I see you laughing. Do you know? Are you familiar with this?
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, Americans like to have barbecues. Usually nobody works on Monday, so it's a long weekend. So maybe people like to go out on Sunday night because they don't work on Monday. And then Monday, usually people hang out in their homes and they grill. This is when you cook food on a barbecue. They grill hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken, vegetables. And, they just have a barbecue, drink lemonade, or drink beer.
And have fun with family and relatives.
Yeah, and it's usually, it's in May, so it's usually nice weather. So it's outside, it's in a park, maybe there are events in the city. Yeah, I don't know.
You love barbecues.
Don't you?
Love barbecues. Yes.
No, you, Kendy. You love.
Who doesn't love barbecues?
Americans love.
Who does not like barbecues?
Ah, well, yeah.
Alberto.
All the people, yeah. Me too.
Do you like barbecues? Yeah.
Me too, but in the films, Americans are always having dinner in barbecues. And
it's true. In the films, also, Americans are also saving the world.
Ah, yeah.
What that's about. Like the whole world. Yeah. All right. Igor, do you like barbecues?
But I haven't eaten barbecue, I think.
What? Really? We must change that.
Maybe
we must find a barbecue place.
This is meat that is what? On the fire? What?
Usually
prepared?
meat.
Or what?
Usually meat, but not always. Not everyone eats meat. But yeah, it's usually like typical food is as a hamburger. Yeah, and then
but
it's with the fire, and you light charcoal. You light coals at the bottom. Do you know what charcoal is?
no, what is it?
Charcoal. They are like little black stones, and you light them on fire, and then after a few minutes they turn white, and then they become very hot at the bottom of the grill, and you grill your food on top. So it's not always a fire, it's just this heat that comes from these charcoals. And that's
Yeah, here we name
barbecue.
this shashlik. Do you know this kind? Shashlik?
No, is it like like sheesh, like
Yeah, shish.
on a stick? Yeah.
Yeah, shish. This kind in my country is spreaded, well spreaded, this kind of barbecue. But barbecue, like in the United States, I haven't seen in my country.
Oh, you should go then.
But I would like, of course.
Of course. Okay, let's say hi to Roman. Thanks for being here.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Good. Thanks for asking. Did you have a nice weekend?
I'm just returned for my night shift, so I don't know.
You were working.
Yes, yeah.
Well,
I'm working shift, so.
Wow. Well, thanks for being with us. You must be tired, so thank you for being here. That's nice. Nice to have you.
I'm going to Canada tonight, so I want to become more. I want to become more tired that I can sleep all my way.
Yeah, that's cool. How long will you stay in Canada?
Only 6 days.
Okay.
6 days.
That's a lot of English practice.
I hope so.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So this I am doing 2 hours today dedicated to the conditionals. Some of my students, some of them in this class, and others have also requested some grammar topics, and this one gets confused a lot. And so for right now, there are different types of conditional sentences, and in this class we will talk about three different kinds, and in the next class we will talk about another kind that is a little bit more difficult. So, for example, the names are not important. It's not important that you remember which one is the first conditional, which one is the second conditional, the zero, unless you are taking an exam. But for conversation, obviously, the name is not important. One example, I think it's probably the most simple, and that is when we are absolutely sure something will happen. And it's an if, like we say, like it's an if-when clause. And when you're absolutely sure something will happen, we are talking in general. Okay? So for example, if for example, if I go to the market,
then I will buy food.
I buy vegetables. This is when it's just the present tense with the present tense. If I go to the market, I buy vegetables. Present simple in both. So this means that every time I go to the market, I buy vegetables. Right? If I go to the market, I buy vegetables.
But I have a question. But why we do not say if I go to the market, I will buy vegetables?
You can. That's another type. Okay? That's another example. If I go to the market, you know Google will put me on mute if I'm typing, right? So just to remind everyone. Okay. If I go to the market, I will buy vegetables. This is a little bit different. This is talking about something that will happen in the future. So, for example, you call me and you say, Kendy, where are you? And I say, I'm at work. And then you say, can you bring vegetables to me? And I say, well, if I go to the market, then, I will buy vegetables. But if I don't go to the market, then I don't have vegetables with me, so I can't bring them to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but first, what is the meaning of first? If I go to the market, I buy vegetables.
So that one is just in general. For example, if it's cold outside, I wear a jacket. If it's cold, I wear a jacket.
Okay.
Because it will always happen like that. If
A rule.
Yes.
Like a rule.
Yeah.
General rule.
So when it's the two present tenses together, it's something that we're talking about in general, something that always happens. Conditional means that if on the condition that something happens, then something else will happen. So the first one, and I think British English and American English classify them differently, so this is why the names are not important. But the first one is referred to as zero conditional, because there doesn't need to be a very special extra condition. They will always happen together, if that makes sense. So, if it's cold, I wear a jacket. If it's cold, I'm not happy. Okay, that's personally. But if it's warm, I am happy. All right, every time it's warm, I'm happy. If it's warm outside, I think about going to the beach. So present, present. If it is warm, I think about going to the beach. Every time it's warm, I think about going to the beach. Yes?
Okay.
So, for example, let me ask you. Let's start with, okay, who's the youngest person in this class? How old are you guys? Do you want to share your age?
No.
Okay, let's start with Yosra. Are you with us, Yosra?
Yes.
Okay, Yosra.
Are you what? Sorry?
Do you live with your parents?
No.
No. Okay. Who do you live with? Who do you live with? Can you tell us?
My family, my husband and son.
Okay, your husband and son.
Yeah.
Okay. How old is your son?
7.
7. Okay, so he's not old enough to go out by himself.
Right.
Okay. If your son is crying, what do you do? If your son is crying, what do you do? So this is a general question. Every time your son is crying, do you usually do the same thing?
Yes.
How do you help him? So if your son is crying, what do you do?
I sit on my knee and have a little talk with him, keeping my eye contact.
Ah, good tactic. Okay, so you can say, if my son is crying, I sit him on my knee and have a talk with him. Can you say it in a complete sentence?
Okay. If my son is crying, I sit him on my knee and have a talk with him.
Exactly. So then I think, okay, every time Yosra's son is crying, she sits him on her knee and talks with him. This is how she deals with her son crying, right? Always, or usually, let's say. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's always, right? This conditional is always. All right, Roman.
Yes.
Okay, what do you do if your friend calls you in the middle of the night?
Okay. If my friend calls me in the middle of the night, I'm not very polite with him.
Okay. All right. So if you are Roman's friend, you should not call him in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Okay. So good. This tells me every time someone calls you in the middle of the night, you are not polite.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's always present tense, present tense. Good. Igor.
Yep.
Okay. Let's say, what do you do if your friend calls you in the middle of the night?
If my friend calls me in the middle of the night, I usually sleep and my phone is on vibrator, so I do not hear calling.
Okay. Yeah, your phone is on, we say your phone is on vibrate, like vibrate mode.
Yeah.
My phone is on vibrate. And you can say, I missed the call.
Yeah. I usually sleep and I miss the call.
Exactly. Okay, good. Igor, how do you feel? This is another example, okay? How do you feel when you do not get enough sleep?
When I do not get enough sleep, I feel sleepy.
Exactly. So these conditional sentences, good. That was good. They can be used with if and also when. Right?
Okay.
Because what, for example, Yosra, what do you do if your child is crying, if he is crying, right? But how do you feel when you do not get enough sleep? And this can be something that is more certain. Yes? When I don't sleep, I am sleepy. Exactly. Yeah. Does that make sense so far? Are we all together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alberto,
Yes.
what do you do when you have a day off work or school?
Well, if I have a day off school of work, I walk on my city.
Oh, okay, you go for a walk.
Yeah,
You go for a walk.
I go for a walk.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's another example, right? When you have a free day off, or if you have a free day off, you do something in the present tense. Okay, does this make sense to everyone? Are we together? Any questions on this one?
No.
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 All right. The next one that we will go over is what Igor brought up earlier. Is this when we use the present tense with the future tense? But you can also mix it up, right? For example, all of these conditionals, it doesn't have to go present tense, present tense, present tense, future tense. You can mix it up. For example, if I go to the store, I will buy milk. Or I will buy milk if I go to the store, the market.
But can we use past tense with future tense in conditional? Something like that doesn't exist? Or
Yeah, it does, and we will go over that in more detail in the next class.
Okay.
Actually, even coming up here at the end of class, we will go over that. So right now, this is when we have a present tense that we use with the future, and this is talking about, a specific moment in the future, if that makes sense. If I go to the store and I'm implying today or later, right? If I go to the store, I will buy milk. This means if I go to the store today, I will buy milk. Or if I go to the store tomorrow or this week or later, I will buy milk. This is not always. If I go to the store, I buy milk. This means I buy milk every time I go to the store. But if I go to the store today, I will buy milk. But maybe, I don't always buy milk at the market. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, for example, let's start with Alberto.
Yes.
If you go on vacation this year, where will you go? Where will you visit? If you go on vacation this year, where will you go?
If I go vacation this year, I'll go to Paris.
You will go to Paris.
Yeah. I go to Paris. Yeah.
And okay, cool.
Nice.
Can you? That is nice. Have you been before?
Yeah,
Okay.
8 years ago or 10 years ago, more or less.
Ooh, awesome. Okay, well, I hope you get to go. Can you ask Igor the same question? He's next to you.
Yeah, but not for a vacation or something different.
You
For a
can,
vacation. Yeah.
if you want to choose something different, that's fine. But the same with the present and the future.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure. Igor, if you have a vacation this year, where will you go?
If I would have a vacation this year, this summer, I would go to the Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Good. Okay, that was good. That is an example of a different kind of conditional. If I had a vacation, I would go. But let's assume that, okay, let's just imagine you have a vacation. If you have a vacation this year, where will you go?
But I said, if I would have, yeah? Can we say something like that? Or?
Yes, well, you wouldn't say if I would have. You would say if I had. And we'll go over that in a minute. But that is assuming that maybe it's not possible. When we
Okay.
talk about conditionals, we're talking about possibility of action. And if I had a vacation this year, but I don't, but if I had one, then
Okay.
I would go somewhere, you know. But
when
let's say if you have a vacation, there's a chance, there is a possibility. So if you have a vacation, where will you go?
Yeah, but when I say if I would have, so this is why is not correct to say.
Yeah,
if
it's
I would
incorrect.
have. Why?
It would just go to had.
But why is not correct? If I would, I presume I'm not sure, but I if I would, I make a.
If I it why are we on this earth, Igor? I don't know. That's just the rule.
It's not correct grammatically, or.
Yeah, no, it's not grammatically correct. So if I would have,
Yeah.
you just say if I had.
Okay.
Because if you say if I had, then it tells me that you don't, right? I don't have vacation time this year. But if I had vacation time and I'm just daydreaming, if I had vacation time, then I would go somewhere. Okay? But had we're assuming that it's not possible. But if I say if you have, because let's say we're talking and I say, Igor, do you have vacation time? And you say, I don't know. My boss will tell me next week. We have a meeting. So I say, okay, well, if he says yes, where will you go? If you have vacation, it means there is a chance, there is a possibility for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a holiday, where will you go?
So how to answer? If I have, or if I if I have a holiday, I would go to Turkey.
I will.
I will. No, I would.
If it's in the present tense, then we will have the future. But if we have the past tense, if I had, then we have would.
Oh, okay. So it's not correct, like I said before. If I have a vacation, I would go. It's not correct grammatically?
Not correct grammatically, correct.
Oh, okay. If I have a vacation, I will go to the Turkey.
I will. Yep. And with usually with country names, we don't put the unless it's the United States, the United Arab Emirates, the
Philippines. No?
Sorry, which one?
Philippines.
Oh, the Philippines. Okay, yeah. Unless it's like plural. Otherwise, it's just Turkey, China.
Okay.
Brazil. Okay. If I have a vacation, I will go to Turkey. Perfect. Okay, Roman. What about you? If you cook tonight, what will you make? If you cook your dinner tonight, what will you eat?
If I cook dinner tonight, I will have some salad.
Okay. And are you married, Roman? Or
Yes, I'm
okay.
married, so I.
If your wife cooks tonight, what
Okay.
will you eat?
The same. Actually, she usually does it. So, yes.
Okay. So if your wife cooks, what will you eat?
We will eat. I will eat some salad.
If your wife cooks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe it would be different. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I cook dinner, I will eat a salad tonight. But if my husband or boyfriend cooks dinner, then I will eat potatoes or something like that. I don't know.
If my wife cooked potatoes, I would weigh approximately 150 kilos.
Yes, if she cooked potatoes every day. Exactly. All right. Good. Thank you. Yosra,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. What will you do if you see your friends this weekend? What will you do if you see your friends this weekend?
If I see my friend this weekend, we will go shopping.
Okay. And if you go shopping, what will you buy?
Of course, bags. It's irresistible. Bags.
They are irresistible. Okay. Good.
Can we say if I meet my friend this weekend, I may go with him somewhere?
Yes. Do you remember, were you in the class with May, might? Were you guys in, some of
Yeah.
you were in that class, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
me.
can use these also because may, might, and will. Just using
The
those
degrees.
exactly, they're talking about the future, but different degrees of certainty. So, for example, if I meet my friends this weekend, we may go shopping, and I might buy a bag, and she might buy a dress, and I might spend too much money, but I hope we will find a sale, and then I may not spend so much money. So you can use may and might in these because, yeah, if I meet my friends, we might drink tea, or we might watch a movie, or we might go out to dinner, something like that. Yosra, can you ask Alberto the same question? And Alberto, you guys can practice using may and might in these examples.
Well,
Okay. Alberto,
yes.
if you go for shopping, what you
Yeah.
may buy?
Oh, what might you buy?
Okay.
Yeah.
May I ask you something? Why might, not may?
What may you buy? That's a good question. I think that this one just I'm sure it's okay, but this one just sounds more natural to me. Okay. Although I would recommend just asking, what will you buy? Just asking using will, and then he can decide how probable it is.
Okay.
If you go shopping, Alberto, what will you buy? And then he can say, well, I will buy this, I won't buy that, I may buy this, I might buy that. He can decide the level. I would suggest just what will you buy?
Okay.
Or what do you want to buy? I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, if I was shopping, I might buy a suitcase, for example.
Okay.
travel to base.
Yeah. What color suitcase will you buy?
A red one, for example.
Okay,
To
good.
see
Then
it
you can
easily.
see it. Yes,
Yeah.
good. Excellent. All right, good. Alberto,
Yes.
can you ask Igor what he's doing this weekend? If he meets his friends this weekend, what is he doing?
Yeah. Igor, if you meet your friends this weekend, what might you do with them?
Let's say, what will you do? Let's say that one.
If I meet my friends this weekend, I may go with them. Yeah, can I say? With them to cinema.
To the cinema.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Or
if you...
yeah.
Or?
No, what do you want to say?
No, continue. I'll ask my question after.
Or we may go to the disco.
Oh, to the disco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To club.
okay. Yes.
How in English it's more common to say.
To a club is more common.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And if you go to the cinema, what movie will you see?
I don't know.
You don't know. You just don't know.
I just made up.
Okay. All right. Good. Can you ask Roman the same question, and then we'll move on.
Roman,
Yes.
if you meet your friends this week, what will you do? Yeah, or what will you do with them?
If I meet my friend this weekend, we might go to pizzeria to have a pizza and beer.
Nice. You will go to a pizzeria.
A pizzeria.
Yeah. It's a pizzeria if it's just this one or that one or this one or that one. But if you know
I
a
see.
special one, if you know a special one and you always go to this same place, then you will say the.
Okay. Thank you. So,
And I should know about this pizzeria, what he's talking about. If
Yes, we
he
should
would
all
say,
know.
yeah, if he would say the pizzeria.
Yeah.
okay,
So-
thank you.
So do you have a pizzeria that you always go to, like your favorite one?
Yes. We have the same. Do you know? I think coupon. Yes. Do you know something coupon?
Coupon.
Just a minute. It's a ticket discount.
Oh, yeah, a coupon. Yeah.
Coupon. Yeah.
I thought you were
So-
talking like the name of a restaurant. Okay, yeah, a coupon.
Yes. And we buy some with coupon and go to the pizzeria. It's Italian pizzeria. Always, of course, all pizzeria is Italian. And they cook us very beautiful pizza. Very tasty.
Okay, good. Now I want to go to a pizzeria.
Me too.
Yeah, now you're making us hungry. We're always talking about food in these classes. It always comes to food, always.
It's 9:40 only.
I know. Okay. I hope everyone ate breakfast. All right, good. So are there any questions on this where we did so far the present with the present, something that is generally always true. Now we did the present with the future, and that is something that will happen in the future or may happen in the future or might happen in the future if something happens. Yes? Any questions so far?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so now we will go into like a hypothetical situation, and this is what Igor, you were talking about with the past tense, and that is, for example, if I studied more, I would be fluent in English. Yeah. If we take this into the present tense with will, if I study more now, I can do this, I can change this. If I study more, I will be fluent in English. Okay, but maybe now there's no chance of me studying more because maybe I just don't have time, or because I just don't have the energy. So the chance is not there. But if I studied more, I would be fluent. But I don't study, so I won't be fluent. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, sorry, Alberto, could you mute yourself because you're breathing and I hear in my headphones you're breathing.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I think the microphone just gets close. It's like these Google Hangouts pick up any sound. I'm surprised you guys do not hear the construction happening, unless you can. Can you hear the construction in my building?
No, only you.
So much construction. Okay.
It's very loud, construction?
It's very loud. Okay. All right, so let's start with Roman. Roman,
Yes.
if you had more time, what would you do? How would you spend it?
If I had more time, I would do more sport exercise.
Okay, and if you did more exercise, which exercise would you do?
If I did more exercise, I would do exercise connecting with my body.
Connected with your body. What does that mean?
I didn't know. Just a minute. I try to.
Aerobics, maybe.
No. We press. Connected with my press. Is it clear? Press.
Stomach.
Press? Press?
Yes.
Press?
No.
Yes. Tummy muscles.
Oh, lift weights.
Tummy muscles. So sorry.
With with dumbbells?
Yes.
This is lift weights. Bench presses, I think you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay. This exercise, when you lay down and you have the bar and you go up and down like this.
Yes.
It's called a bench press.
Bench press. Sure. Okay. Bench. So if I did if I did sport exercise, I would do more bench press.
Yeah, bench presses. Okay, good. That was good. Excellent. Yosra.
Yes.
What about you? If you had more time, what would you do?
If I had more time,
yeah,
I will spend it with my family.
You would spend it with your family because you don't have more time, but if you did, you would spend it with your family.
Okay.
Would is will, right? Will. But will exists. If I go to the market, I will buy milk. If you look at the language, will is a very possible thing that I can do. I will. If you cover up the rest of the sentence, if I go to the market, I will buy milk. I will buy milk can be true alone. But would is like imaginary in the future. It cannot happen because it can only happen with more time. But you don't have more time. So if you had more time, you would spend it with your family. If you cover up the rest of the sentence, I would spend time with my family, you need an if. If what? If you had more time.
Okay.
So go ahead, one more time. If you had more time,
okay,
what would you do?
If I had more time, I would spend it with my family.
Excellent. And if you spent, right, in the past, if you spent more time with your family, what would you guys do together?
First, I'd like to ask you something, please.
Okay.
After would, should I add the verb in past participle? Which form?
Let's say present, just the regular form. I would eat a salad. I would spend it with my family. I would go to the cinema. I would study more. I would sleep more.
All right.
And if will be with the past tense, just the regular past tense. If I had more time, if I went to the market, if I saw, everything is in the past tense.
Okay.
Good question. Thank you for asking that. Okay, so if you spent, past tense of spend, if you spent more time with your family, what would you guys do together?
If we spent more time with each other, we would cook popcorn. It's fun.
You would what?
We would make popcorn.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I like it. Would you make popcorn like from a bag in a microwave, or would you make fresh popcorn like from just the kernels and oil in a pot?
Both. In the beginning, we used to use the first one, and later the one in the microwave.
Yes, because we don't have enough time. Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, Alberto.
Yes.
If you were a member of the opposite sex, so if you were a woman, what would you do differently?
Well, if I can use were in this meaning because it's a subjective.
It's definitely it's impossible.
I know.
I mean, technically, it's possible. You can have operations, and there's this and there's that, but let's just say it's pretty impossible, right? It's very uncertain that this will happen. So we say were, okay? Like that saying, if I were you, when we give advice, well, if I were you, I can't be you. I can never be you. So if I were you.
Yeah. If I was a female, I'd go shopping more frequently.
Really?
So. Yeah.
My advice,
but not buying, but only seeing things.
Okay. Because biologically, women just like to go shopping more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And if you went shopping, what would you buy? If you went shopping, what would you buy?
If I went shopping, I'd buy the suitcase, the red suitcase.
But if you were a woman and you went shopping, what would you buy?
Yeah, and, I'd buy if I was a female, I'd buy shoes, for example, or a bag.
Right. Because not only are women biologically tuned to go shopping more, but also to buy shoes.
Yeah,
right,
for example.
Okay. For example. Okay, good. Okay, Igor. Alberto, can you ask Igor the same question?
Yeah, it's a very interesting answer. Then I continue. Igor, if you were a female, what would you buy?
If I were a woman, I would buy the same what buy every woman? How we can formulate in correct sentence, Candy?
I would buy what every woman buys.
Yeah, if I were a woman, I would buy what every woman buys.
And tell me, what does every woman buy? Tell me.
Clothes, food, and cosmetics.
Ah, yes, you are an expert. You are an expert.
What else? What I missed, Candy?
I don't know. I'm not an expert.
But not
You guys
food.
know.
No, I'm not expert. I'm amateur, but you are a woman, so you can
Not
say from your
food.
perspective.
Oh, I buy a lot of food. Not food, Alberto. Do you
Nah.
buy the food? No?
First cosmetic, first bags, first clothes, first shoes, and then if you have money, you can buy fruit or something.
Yes,
Something
that's
to eat.
true. Us women, we have our priorities, right?
Yeah,
First clothes and
the
shoes,
priorities. The priorities.
and then food if we have extra money.
Yeah.
Candy, I have a question for you.
Okay.
We have to ask the same question to Joshua.
Okay.
If you, Candy, if you were a man, what would you buy?
What would I buy? The original question is, what would you do differently?
No.
Now we're
Okay,
talking
what
about
would you do differently? Let's begin with this. Say to us three things, the main things. What you would do differently?
If I were a man,
Yeah.
in the summer, I would not wear a shirt because
Okay.
men can do that. I would pee standing up if I were a man, and I don't know, I would take more taxis alone at night.
Okay.
There you go.
Something about soccer?
Oh, women can't like soccer? That would not be different. It would be the same.
Yeah, but there are priorities for men too.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I would care. That's right. If I were a man, I would not go shopping. I would just watch football on TV all day. And if I were a man, I would sit on the couch, on the sofa, and wait for a woman to bring me food.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Yeah, but what?
And if I were a man, I mean, the list goes on.
What would you do differently than men, than modern men?
No, differently compared to you now.
Oh, but differently to other men?
Aren't all men the same?
No.
Evolution is not fast, sure.
So not all men are the same, but all women are the same?
No.
Okay. All right.
We are individuals.
What?
We are individuals. Can we
Yes.
say we are individuals?
Yes. That's my point, exactly. Okay. Good, good, good. So let's ask Yosra the same question. Let's get Roman. Roman, can you ask Yosra the same question?
If you were man, what you would do different?
Good. What would you do differently?
Differently. What would you do differently?
Okay. If I were a man, I wouldn't go to buy the things from the supermarket. I will stop it.
You wouldn't go grocery shopping.
Yes, yes, I will stop it.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay, all right. Okay, good, good, good. All right. Does this Does this make sense? We can review this in the next class in a few minutes, but for right now, does anyone have any questions for me or anyone else about what we talked about today? Roman?
Yes, I have small questions. Repeat please about difference between will and might. Might, it's possibility. Will, do you understand me?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I'm really happy that you brought it up again, that you asked it again. Will is something that will definitely happen. I will go to the market this weekend. I will. Or I won't, the negative, right? I definitely will not. And then there's may and might. May is like a 50-50 chance. I may go to the market or I may go to a restaurant. Maybe 50-50 chance, okay, that something will happen. Might is a small chance that something will happen. Yeah, I might go to the cinema this weekend, but I think I will be tired. I might go.
And both might and meet use in first conditional, yes? Might, yes, and might. Use in first.
Yeah, when we have the future tense, right? If I go to the market, I will buy milk. But that's definite. If I go to the market, I may buy milk or I may buy water or juice. I don't know. If I go to the market, I might buy ice cream.
It's very small possibility, yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
And what is could? Where could we put? Before the might, or if I go to the supermarket, I could buy.
Yeah, then you would use that in the third conditional, right? Or if I went to the grocery store, I could buy.
Okay.
Yeah, if I went to the grocery store or the market, I could buy ice cream. And it would be possible. That's what that means.
So if I had more money, I would buy tickets, for example. I saw example in chat. So it's something that is not possible, yeah? Or you suppose, or what is that?
Yeah, it's something that's not possible, at least for now. So if I had more money, I would buy more tickets, but I don't right now, so I can't. So if I had more time, I would study more. If I won the lottery, I would travel around the world.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. We can review this coming up in the next class as well. Any other questions?
No.
No, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to go and get my next class started, so I will see you guys in a few minutes. If not, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.